Hello, good evening, and welcome to tonight's live. Exciting time. Why? Because Bitcoin hits all-time high again, and of course, Ethereum going very near to the previous all-time high as well. But both started coming down again. All right. So I see people starting to stream in. So let me do a quick technical check as well. If you can hear me clearly, just type hi in the chat or type a hello in the chat, so that I know that everything is working well. All right, if you can hear me, please type a hello or a hi into the chat. Okay, so now the next question is, what's next? Okay, are we too late because you've gone, to all-time high again and started coming down, or there are actually other questions people are asking as well? Is there still any opportunity? All right. So, and these are the things that we are going to explore tonight. I hope you are excited. Okay. So type R in the chat for me as well if you are ready. Okay. I can see all the hello coming in. Thank you very much. Okay. It's a slightly lag, but it's all coming in. All good. So let me share my slide as well. And if you can see and you are ready, type an R in the chat for me. Yeah. So I know all is good. Okay, can you see my slide? If yes, type R in the chat. Type S in the chat. S for slide. Okay. Okay, great, fantastic. Okay, so let me go through the agenda for tonight. So very simple. When we talk about crypto, we will always talk a little bit about Bitcoin. Why? Because Bitcoin is the big brother. Bitcoin is like the S&P 500 of the crypto, if you like. And of course, it previously mentioned it went to the all-time high again at about 123,600 plus. Okay, now the next question is how high can it go? All right, so I think this is a golden question everybody wants to know, I believe. All right, and of course, we also mentioned that actually there is this institutional players' favorite coin, the new favorite coin. So institution basically means the big institutions like BlackRock and all this, and your big boys, the ultra high net worth, the billionaire out there. So usually we call them institutions. All right. Okay, and of course we will also want to review what is that one coin that is the new favorite coin, and we expect it to boom. All right. Okay, so next up, right, I just want to check with everybody. Can you do me a favor and type in the chat, right? Where are you right now in terms of crypto? So I have a good sensing. I roughly know where you are, and then I can also adjust my presentation to suit everyone as much as possible. All right. So if you have not invested at all in crypto but keen to start, can you type A in the chat for me? And if you have already started but not really involved, maybe you bought some but you are not actively trading, you're not actively involved in the crypto space, or you bought some very, very long time ago and you just decided to hold it for a very long time, and then type B in the chat. All right. And if you have started and you are actively involved, please type C in the chat. Okay, so far I see some A's and some B's. Okay, A. Okay, so far majority are A, a couple of B. Okay, so I see a C as well from Sarah. Okay, Paysian is B, HR is A. Okay, great. So I think at the moment, quite equal. We have a quite equal number of A, B, C. No problem. Okay, regardless whether you are A, B, or C, I think tonight's topic will be suitable for you. So it will be very easy to understand whether you are beginners or you are maybe slightly more advanced. All right. So thank you very much for the participation. Let's move on. But before that, I just, formality-wise, I just do a quick disclaimer. So, do note that whatever discussed today will be meant for educational purpose and general information only, because in any investment, it is still very important that you do your own due diligence, do your own research, or you can choose to, of course, consult a licensed financial advisor. All right. So, let me move on with that done and dusted. Okay, so next question. I want everyone to also participate a little bit. So, how high do you think Bitcoin can go? Can you type in the chat for me? If you think that it has peaked already, I think Leslie, 123 peak already, type P in the chat. Okay, if you think can go higher, okay, maybe up to 150,000, type H. But you think can go to 200,000 at least, type HH. All right, if you think can at least go to 300,000 or even higher, type HHH. Of course, we are talking about the next. Okay, let's give a timeline also lah. Next 6 months. If let's say, maybe 300,000, no problem in the next 6 years. That's too far already. We talk about maybe the next 6 months until the end of the year. Let's put a timeline to it. Okay, so make a guess even if you have no idea. But I just want to see also what's the sentiments in the market as well. Okay, so Vincent very confident of the market. Okay, triple H. Okay, 300,000. Is it possible? Okay, so Melson is H. Okay, can at least go to 550 max. Okay, so I see some H. Okay, again, mixture of answers. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so you want to find out? Okay, you want to find out? Type yes. I'm going to show you something, and it sort of predict. I won't say predict now, but it's some forecast. Okay, I must use the correct word. Forecast the price. Okay, but before that, let's take a look at the chart first. Okay, so let me go to my chart. I need to bring in another screen. One moment. Okay, yes. So this is the Bitcoin chart, of course. Okay, so we know that in the last few days, it went to the all-time high, 24,124 plus plus. Okay, and then it starts to come down in the last few days. So the question is, hey, are we too late? It has gone up already. Maybe it will start to come down, tumble all the way down, or it's just a correction or anything like that. Okay, so I think first thing first, right? We want to also find out whether it will continue to go up or not. Okay, so there are a few things to look out for. Of course, there are also external factors. Sometimes we cannot control. If let's say touch wood war happens, or Trump decided to come up with some policies and all that. Of course, we cannot control. But looking at the technical analysis wise, right? There's a few things to look at. I think the previous time, if you were also in the webinar that I hosted, we were somewhere in June this area. Then I was saying that when there are flushes up like that. I don't know if you all remember or not. If those who remember, you can type R in the chat if you attended also. All right, if flushes up, then there will be unfulfilled open orders or open block, we say, okay? And then I say that when it comes down to a support level, and at the same time, it fulfills the unfulfilled blocks, order blocks that was left open, typically it will shoot up. Okay, and then of course these are also the strong supports that we see. Okay, and it went up, it did go up, rather it did go up, and this time, right, we see a very similar pattern as this portion. Compared to this portion, there's a parabolic flushes, and then it comes down, and again open, there's a order blocks here. That means there are unfulfilled blocks. Okay, why are there unfulfilled orders? It's because when the price shoots up so quickly, right? You think about it, the mentality of an investor or trader is that there'll be news, right? Maybe your friend texts you, hey, you got seen on Bitcoin 110 again, it breakout already. Can you see, wow, gone up by 10% in 1 hour or that? You start to get FOMO, right? But people don't want to buy it here, correct? Because they have gone up so much already. Then they say, oh, Leslie, instead of buying here, right? Or maybe I set my limit orders here. Okay, happen, right? But then it keeps going up. It keeps going up. So the orders are not being filled. But then these people also don't go and close their orders. And then when it comes tumbling down, right? Then the orders get filled. What happened? When orders get filled, it's like, hey, wow, a lot of demand, right? Pump, go up. Okay, so there's two reasons why this will fly up like that. One is, of course, it hits a certain support, as you can see here. All right, and another reason is that the unfulfilled orders are being filled. Okay, it doesn't make sense so far. If it makes sense, type MS in the chat. Okay, so meaning to say we need to look at 2 points. Okay, one will be somewhere here to see if it comes down here, and if it rebounds, it will be good. If it doesn't, means that it might come down more. All right. Another way of drawing a trend line, right? Let me show you something. Okay. So today, right, at this moment, let me tell you, it's you are, if you are here, you are very lucky. Okay, why? Because at this moment, there's one very important candle that we must look up. Okay, so today is very accurate. You know, we have the Zoom, or rather, we have the webinar, the live today, right? Okay, so usually, right, when we draw a trend line, we also want to connect the lows. Okay, at least 3 of them, then it become a trend line. Can you see that? Okay, I connected the the lows, and then it touches here also another low here. Okay, yeah. So usually this acts as a support as well. So you can see why I say that right now is very important, right? Is that if today it closes below this line, it means that it dropped below the trend line. Okay, and you know, there's a possibility that it comes down, and then we have to monitor for the next few days if whether it will continue to come down to this blue line here. Does it break up, or does it rebound, or does it break down? Okay, so these are the few points and price few supports that you need to look at, and few price point you may want to look at as well. Okay, so if today close below, we need to be very careful. It may go down more. Okay, so there's a question from Joshua. So where's the block level that we can buy on the dip? Okay, usually if you see that there are all these parabolic flushes, these are all the blocks. Okay, parabolic means that it flushes up like that. Let me use a pen tool or something like that. Flush. Parabolic means something like that. You see, it flushes up like that. Yeah, then because no time for all these, let's say there's orders here, no time for them to be filled. Then that caused the order blocks to happen. Okay, yeah. So okay, let me clear all this drawing. If not, it'll be a bit messy. Let me see. Yeah, later then I clear. Okay. Okay. So far so good. Okay, so another thing I want to show you, right, besides looking at the Bitcoin chart that we are very familiar with, is actually this thing called a Bitcoin rainbow chart. Okay, so there's this Bitcoin rainbow chart, right? It's very easy to look at. Okay, you can see that whenever there's a halving, okay, I will not go into detail. If you don't know what Bitcoin halving, you probably heard of Bitcoin halving, but if you don't know detail, it's fine at this moment. I don't go into the technicality of it, but just know that after halving, usually it booms. Can you see that? Okay, and what happened is that it will hit the peak around the red or the orange region before coming down. Can you see that? Before coming down. Okay, and then when it hits the blue region, it goes up. Okay, same thing, halving. Okay, go up. Okay, bull market, and then the bear market comes. Bear market comes, right? Halving, boom again. This was the last one, right? Remember the 69,000. Then after what happens, all the FTX and the Terra Luna happens. All right. So this was the after the FTX, it bottoms and then it start to recover. All right. Can you all see, at this moment, it has not really boomed like what we've seen in the previous cycles. You all saw that? If you see that, can you type yes in the chat? This is more gradual, if you ask me, compared to the previous cycle. Okay, which is not a bad thing. And today we talk about institutions' new favorite coin, right? There's a reason for this gradual growth instead of a boom like this as well. It's because I think there is institutions' involvement, and when they are involved, big money comes in. But when big money comes in, there are more stability. They want more stability. Make sense? Yeah, they don't want to put in trillion of dollars and then it becomes very, very volatile. All right. Okay. But I think now the question is, right, how high it can go. Okay, let's be conservative. Assuming it does not reach the red or the the light red or the dark red zone. Let's say it only reached the orange zone, which is the third line, if you like. Okay, let's be conservative. I think fair enough. Huh? Okay, and then usually it ends at towards the end of the 4-year cycle. Like you see this one at towards the end of 2021. This is towards the end of 2017. Okay, again, so we take, let's assuming it ends around, let's say December or anywhere like that. So what is the target price? What is the target price? Can you see that? It's between 198,000 to $253,000. Okay, so now we are being a little bit conservative. Yeah? We take the third bar instead of the first two bars. All right, can you see? Okay, and let's assuming it ends even earlier. Let's say mid October. Let's say the bull run is over in the next 2 months, assuming. Okay, so it's about 183,000 to around $1,000. Okay, so if you want to base on this rainbow chart, how high, the question is just now, right? The question just now is how high can Bitcoin go in the next few months? Maybe you got the answer here, probably around 200,000. Okay, can are you following so far? Just give me a F in the chat, F for following. So I know, because I cannot see you guys. It's a little bit different from Zoom. Zoom, at least I can see all your names and all that. Here I can listen. Give me a F in the chat, so I know you're still here and all that. Okay, and you're also still following me. Okay, so now I still got a lot to share. So let me go back to my slide first. Let me switch my thing again. Okay, F, okay, good, fantastic. Okay, this a quick question. How many of you actually know me or you have attended any of my classes before? If you have, can you help me type 2 in the chat? But if let's say it's the first time you see me, can you type 1 in the chat? Yeah, I got a reason why I asked this. Okay, so just help me type 2 or 1 in the chat. Okay, the chat is a bit lag. Let me just wait for it to run. Or maybe let me see if I can watch the live from my phone. And maybe I can see all your comments faster, quicker. Okay, a moment. Let me. Can I actually see your? I cannot see also. One moment. Let me try to navigate this. Okay, great. The phone is apparently maybe quicker. I put my phone aside. Yeah. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, make sure again, I want to. Okay, so as long as one person who type 1, I will just do a quick introduction. Okay, so a quick introduction. Usually I tell people this is not super important, but I think it is only fair that you also know who is speaking to you. Okay, so my name is Leslie, if you still don't know yet. And I actually started investing in equities and basically stocks, right, since 2011. And after that, I ventured into crypto since 2016. And I founded one of the largest crypto communities in Singapore because I became very active in that space. Okay, and I also have 13 years of I would say traditional finance experience as well in an MNC. And because I later become very active in the crypto space and blockchain space, I was appointed AVP to lead the digital wealth division of OIO Singapore, which is the subsidiary of OIO, Singapore first publicly listed company specializing in crypto and blockchain. Okay, and notably, right, I also achieved an average of 80 plus monthly returns even in the 2022 bear market. Okay, so why I mentioned 2022, because it was the last known bear market, everything came crashing down by at least 90%, but we were still able to achieve this result. Okay, so this thing about me, typically I don't really like to share if this is the first time you are meeting me. Okay, why? Because you may find it a bit unreal and maybe hard to believe. Okay, but why do I still share this point? Very simple, is because this result, right, is verified by hundreds of students. Okay, and some of you may be thinking, hey, Leslie, how you verify? Okay, so we actually have this thing called the Mentors Trade Tracker. What does that mean? It means that when we do a trade, we actually post it on this Telegram channel, basically, and our members, right, our inner circle members, they can actually copy the trades, basically. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, rather this is the tabulation of the result. Okay, so there are days, there are months we do 180+%, some months lesser, like 30%, but average is 80+%. Okay, can? Yeah, so, and yeah, I was also very fortunate. I am also very fortunate to be invited to speak at some of these various some of these conferences and summits, and I was also lucky to be featured with some of these, I would say, quite big names, like Robert Kiyosaki, Tia Hacker, and many others. All right, and I hope today I can bring some valuable insights to you. Okay, so with that out of the way, done and dusted, let's move on back to the golden question. Okay, this was the golden question. So, which crypto is actually the new institution's favorite? Y'all know or not? I think all of you, okay, a lot of you should know one. If you know, can you type in the chat now? If you know, can you type in the chat? What is this new institution favorite? Okay, start with the letter E one. Quite famous on this coin. You know that? Okay, wait, I think wait for the chat to load a bit again. Or maybe I should just review. Okay, so it's actually this coin. Okay, Sarah got it. Yeah, Ethereum. Okay, so yes, Ethereum. So it's not a new news. It's not the latest news. Okay, but the question now is that since Ethereum, right, has gone up by so much, the next question is, what's the target price? If you want to know the target price, if you want, can type TP. Okay, TP in the chat. Okay, what are our target prices? Okay, so in fact, right now, right, if you have already bought Ethereum, it's not the time to buy. It's not the time to buy, but rather it's the time to what? To do this thing called the DCA out. Okay, that means you start to take profit really. Okay, but can you still buy? You can, but you need to wait for pullbacks. But now is the time to go and take profit really. And we have already taken the first profit at 4,500. You see this one, the mentor trade tracker lah. Basically, this is what we mean lah. We trade, then after that we sell, we also tell. Basically, this is our like a members, inner circle members community, so-called resource or tools that they have. Okay, yes. So yeah, 4,005. It's actually our first target that we have taken profit. And yeah, so we update on the tracker lah. It looks like that. Okay, basically it looks like that. So Ethereum, can you see? These are the price that we have already taken profit. Okay, then we make this amount of money, and then we have still some. You see, actually we have been buying up since the start of the year already. Okay, so when you it's important to be consistent. You cannot do it when the hype is already there, or when Ethereum go up 4,000 plus, then you start to FOMO and then you just buy it at a high price. That's not the way to do lah. Okay, so yeah, and what are the two other prices that we're looking at? Okay, so we are looking at maybe 5,005, okay, to about maybe 6,500. Okay, I think we are looking at these two prices. Okay, but the next break is 4,008. So you probably take some profit at 4,008 to 5,000. Then the next one will be 5,005, 6,005 already. Okay, clear? I mean trading in MT5 or IBKR. Okay, so Arisha, IBKR, I'm not too sure they have all these coins or not. MT5, yes, but you need to still connect to a brokerage or exchange that offers crypto, because some only have stocks or some only have limited coins. Okay, but there are many other exchanges that you can use as well. Okay, yeah. Hey, but y'all want to have a more okay, because this one right is again is a forecast, ma. So y'all want to have a okay, in a way more accurate kind um, of method to determine if Ethereum has hit its so-called value already. Okay, not in stock, we talk about undervalue and overvalue. Okay, so I use this word. So overvalue, that means hit is overvalue and time to sell already. You want to know, right? Okay, can you all type me in the chat? Okay, I'm going to show you this matrix that we use, which is pretty interesting. So again, let me switch my screen. Okay. Okay. Great. So this thing is called MVRV. So it actually stands for market value to realized value. Okay. I don't want to go into the technicality of it because this uh, was not supposed to be one of the agenda. Okay, but I just want to tell you very easily how to read this, thing. Okay, so basically, right, whenever Ethereum or Bitcoin, if you like, so Bitcoin that got its own MVRV, whenever it's one or below, okay, you can think of it as like the PE ratio of crypto, one and below, right? It means that it is undervalued. Okay, but whenever it hits around 3.5, okay, or close, is almost it is considered overvalued. Okay, can you see that previous high, right? Okay, it gone way above. Okay, it gone way above 3.5. Okay, but this the last one, it went to about 3.3 and then it starts to come down. Okay, so if you want to be very conservative, I'll say that you monitor this whenever you hit the 3.5. Then you start to monitor, or maybe you want to like what I mentioned, DCA out, start to take some profits here and there. Okay, can yeah. So here, yeah, of course there are incidents that it goes way above. All right, yeah. So YC, if the Ethereum price we mentioned is USD or SGD. Okay, so good question. Typically we talk about USD. Okay, so whenever I say any prices from now on, they are all USD. So we are all clear. Okay. So let me see, which is there any question? Tiger Trade, I don't think so. Tiger Broker, I don't think they have crypto. Yeah, but I think Mumu has. But again, okay, I put it very upfront. Normally, those stocks exchanges, they might have some coins for you to buy, but typically they are not extensive. Not expensive, extensive. I mean to say they have limited coin because why they are a stock exchange, ma. Okay, but if you are only looking to buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, most of them should have it. Okay, so I just put it up here. Okay, pull back to what level later if you have time we look at it. Okay, but let me go back to my slide again. Oh, wait, let me show you all something first. Okay, wait, sorry about it. Okay, yeah, so you see this is the what we call our tracker lah. Okay, or we call it coin of the week. Okay, which I seen so you all saw earlier. You see these are all the Ethereum price that we have bought in. Okay, at different stages. Okay, and at this moment, okay, even though the market doesn't seem okay, we have losses also. It's very transparent. But these are the tracker that is people can follow. And at this moment, we are up about 900% in total. Is this considered good for this year alone? Only, yeah? Okay, last year was 2,000 over percent. Okay, 2,000 over percent. Okay, 2,000 over percent. Okay, Yeah, you all want to know how you can get access to this, and if you think, if you think it is good lah, if you think it's good, type G lah. Okay, if you type G means that you want to know how to get access to this, and you think it is good, then maybe later we can talk about it. Okay. Okay, so let me go back to my slide. Okay, so this is the institution favor. But the thing is, right, they say, hey, Leslie, no, but now Ethereum, you say that it start to DCA out already. So what to do? So can I still buy? It's like, hey, Leslie, is like you say already, but it doesn't help me. This information doesn't really help me. Okay, so the thing is, right, under the Ethereum umbrella, if you like, there are many coins that are related to Ethereum. So what we do is we also look up for all these related coins. So that sometimes I call it related play, where we play with the coins in a way, okay, of that is related to Ethereum. Okay, so the first one, right, is actually this coin called ETHNA, if you like. Okay, basically it's like the stable coin backed by Ethereum derivatives and the delta neutral. Okay, all this again, I don't want to go into too technical. Okay, why? Because later you may not understand also. But I just put it in very simple layman form for you to understand. You just need to read the final green color one that I show you. Basically, right, this allow you to do staking. Okay, so what is staking? You can at this moment understand it is like the fixed deposit or dividend stocks. That means it gives you some interest. Okay, when you actually do a Ethereum staking, you can think of it as like fixed deposit, like make it easy. Okay, fixed deposit. So when there are more revenue, more staking demand, right? What does that mean? It means that inner will have more revenue, and then the price will go up. Lah. Very straightforward. Okay, very easy to understand. Okay, but now the thing is, still can buy or not? Let me show you. After Ethereum goes up, yeah, the ETHNA already went up by 274% in just 50 days. Okay, yeah. So what happened is that we give market updates very frequently to inside our community. Okay, so once a while we have like a more open kind of like YouTube live, like similar like what we have today, but for the community, for inner circle, we have very regular one. Okay, so it's like almost every other week, then we will actually say what are the coins that you can buy. So you can see way before we already bought it. Okay, way before I bought it, but did we make 274%? Actually, no lah. Okay, why is that so? Okay, first thing first, nobody can catch the absolute bottom and top. Nobody. Okay, so unless once or twice you are lucky, really you catch the really bottom and you sell at the really top. Okay, but I just want to check how many of you still think that this 112.87% in 3 months still not bad? Can you type? Okay, don't type G this time. Type F for fantastic. You still think that it's still okay one. Okay, yeah, this is the market updates. So we tell you coins of the week. Basically, it's like the tracker, the mentor tracker part of it. So you say that, this coin that you can actually buy. And of course, we give our, you can see our members portal here, members portal. Okay, so we give our analysis, and you see it's a video form. So me, you say that we actually give proper analysis and tell you why, so that you got the conviction and not just based on hype. Oh, go and buy this one, confirm will go 100x. But we also give the reason why. Okay, okay. Okay, so never mind. This one, a bit go up so much already, right? Never mind. We look at the second one. Ethereum-related play 2. Okay, is this coin called Lido. Okay, Lido DAO in long form, if you like. Okay, basically, it's the largest liquid staking protocol. Again, I don't bore you with the technicality, so I just read the green color part here. This is the layman understanding. So basically, staking, just now as we understand, is like the fixed deposit, right? And they are like the biggest staking pool. They are like the biggest fixed deposit provider for Ethereum. Simple to understand? So institutions like this kind of yield-bearing Ethereum exposure. Why? Because got money, man. It's like income generating stocks, if you like. Stocks usually we like to have or dividend stock, or because it's income generating. So similar concept. Okay, and SEC basically it's like the MAS of US, right? They say that, oh, liquid staking token are not securities. You know what that mean? That means it means that they can offer liquid staking easily without going through all the paperwork or anything like that. So yeah, when things can move faster, money can be made faster, more revenue, then naturally, of course, the price goes up. Okay, so this one, right, still can buy, no? Okay, it did not go up as much as ENA, but it still went up by 160 over percent. Okay, shoot up like this already. Okay, again, see on the market updates, these are our market updates. So we have coins of the week. Sometimes you got more than one coin. So Lido was one of them. All right, and again, we did not make 161. Why? Because nobody can catch the absolute bottom and top. Correct. Okay, but we still make about 76%. You know, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I know now. Maybe you all may be a little bit angry at me already. Okay, why? Hey, Leslie, you tell me 3 coins so far. Okay, Ethereum. Then after ENA and Lido, all cannot buy already. Y'all want to maybe leave the live already. Okay, but let me tell you something. Can okay, what I'm trying to tell you now is actually we must catch the narrative early. Can you help me can you do me a favor? Can you type this word in the chat? Okay, type narrative in the chat. Okay, narrative. This is very important. Okay, type it in so that you will remember it also. All right. Why narrative is important? So this is a narrative that, oh, Ethereum boom, so we must look out for all these coins, and even way before you must anticipate already. Okay. So I'm going to show you the third Ethereum play. Okay. Not yet boom lah. Okay, because just now the previous one, right? Do you see they all went up so high like that, right? Okay, even for ENA as well. Okay, see, went up like that, right? A lot already. But at this moment, this third one, not yet, not yet. Okay, it's still in a sideways. Okay, so what is this coin? What is this coin? Okay, this coin is called Eigen. I think it's called Eigen. Okay, or Ergin. Okay, whatever it's called. Okay, let's call it Ergin for now. Okay, Ergin coin. Again, I don't want to bore you with all these things. Basically, it's a restaking protocol. All right. And I give you an analogy, which is easier to understand. You no need to go and read the whole chunk here. Okay, remember we talked about ETH, basically Ethereum. If you can buy, and if the price goes up, you make money. So this is the first layer of how you make money. All right. And then just I mentioned, right, you can do this staking. Staking is like fixed deposit. And then it gives you an additional X amount of percentage, let's say 5%. Same thing, right? You go to the bank, you have money, you go to the bank. So imagine this can be like DBS. And DBS say, okay, you do fixed deposit with me. I give you 5%. Yeah, so far. So that's what ENA do, right? And Lido do, right? Okay. Then there's a restaking. They give another Y%. So it can be 10%. So I give this analogy. Imagine this DBS, you got money. All right. And then they say, hey, I give you 5%. Why not you do our fixed deposit and then you lock it with us, let's say 3 years. All right. So usually what happens, DBS keep this money. Then they tell maybe SME, small medium enterprise. They say, hey, you want to take corporate loan or business loan? Now very attractive. Per annum 9% only. Example. Okay, just an example. Then they use your fixed deposit and lend to them, right? Just that you don't know only. Okay, so far you following, and then they make the 9%. That's why they give 5%. Then they keep the 4%. So that's how the bank makes money. Okay, but in decentralized finance, we call it, right? In crypto, you can actually do this. Can you see? You restake your ETH. Your ETH means Ethereum, to secure additional network service. All these are more technical in the how the technology works. Okay, but you can imagine this is like the part that I just mentioned, or you give loan to them. Okay, you are using the reputation of Ethereum to say, hey, let me support you. I got Ethereum, no? And they are all stake. Let me support you. And then you give me some yield, can not? They say, okay lah. So but in the traditional finance, we cannot do that. I cannot go to SME say, hey, I got 1 million in the bank, no? I give you loan. That's illegal. Correct? But this is the whole idea of this Eigen coin, okay, which is yet to boom. And yes, institution likes the idea of ETH as a yield and also as a security primitive. Basically, make money. They want it to be stable as well. Okay, and this is actually not. This is also a very stable way. Okay, and y'all can understand at least on the superficial level. Of course, deep down there's some technical, there's some technology you need to understand how it works. All right. But I think if you understand my analogy, can you type you in the chat? Okay, you for understand. Okay. Arisha, I have a question here. So usually, how long do you keep the trade? Good question. There are many. It's very hard to give you a specific time, like 5 days or 5 months. But we got specific matrix that we look at. We got strategy to exit and enter as well. Okay, and maybe later we can share a little bit lah. Okay, can all? Okay, so now we know that the coins that you can start to look out for is this Eigen. Okay, so I can show you. I can show you very transparent. Okay, remember I show you that we have all the coins of the week, right? Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, wait. Okay, yes. So in the members portal, it looks like that. So got different thing. Okay, got track, say mentor tracker. So got some, we teach some strategy also. So this is a portal that the members will get. So we got own indicators, we got our own lighthouse. So the market updates, can you see? So once you click in, should I click in? Now I can show you lah. This one is tomorrow we have a next market update, but this was the latest one on the 4th update. Okay, I don't know why it doesn't work, but when you click in, you're supposed to see the updates and the coins that you can buy. Okay, now okay, I don't know why it doesn't work now. Maybe don't want me to show you. Okay, that's kidding. Okay, but okay, I want to show you. See Ina we bought. Okay, made 100%, and then there was the Lido. Where's Lido? Lido is right here. Okay, now drop a little bit lah. Now 60%, but it was 70%. Okay, can you see we don't have the Eigen here. Don't have yet. Okay, so it's not, it's fresh out of the oven. So are we buying it now? Maybe. Okay, but I think we can start to monitor it. Okay, can all? Yeah, let me try again. See whether I can click others or not. Or maybe because, never mind. Okay, cannot. Yeah, so all these basically we got the screener. You all saw these are orange and green flag. Orange and green flag. So all these are our in-house indicator. This one. This one, indicators. Okay, so you see orange means you can short. You all understand what is short, right? If you don't understand, it's okay. That means you short it when price goes down, you make money. Okay, how many of you think it will be, it's like no-brainer if you just follow the, I mean, it won't be all correct. There are still some incorrect, but if you look at this, generally the direction is correct. Okay, if you think it's no-brainer, can you type NOB in the chat? Okay, no-brainer. Okay, you see, green, you long, you follow and buy. Okay, so you see, generally the direction is correct. There are one of a few probably not wrong trade and all, but I think nobody can 100% winning trade. Even Warren Buffett lose some trades sometimes. Correct? Okay, so yeah, this is the members portal we have. Okay, now let's go back to the slide. Okay. So who wants even more? Okay, if you want even more, can you type alpha in the chat? Okay. So lucky is this indicator for very premium. Okay, I won't use very premium lah. Okay, I be very upfront with you. Of course, in our we call it. Let me. I put it as inner circle lah. So our inner circle, of course, they get more frequent updates. They get the coins of the week. They also get the mentors tracker. So basically, we tell them what to trade, and then yes lah, they also get the indicator lah. Okay, but later I tell you how you can get access lah. Okay, if you have the time. Okay, so guys, type alpha if you want more. Okay, so what is alpha? You may be wondering, hey, why this word alpha? If you're very new to the crypto space, actually alpha in crypto, it means like, oh, it's like an insider news. It's like a fresh out of the oven kind of trade signal, like that kind of thing lah. Okay, so this is called alpha. Okay, you want more? Okay, so remember just now, right? We talk about this narrative. So I ask you all to type in the chat. Some of you did type it in. Thank you very much. Okay, so what are narratives? So we just mentioned on Ethereum related play. So there were past narratives that AI was one of the narratives last year, right? And what happened? Well, the AI coins, the AI stocks also went crazy. Nvidia went up 300% and all that. Some of the AI related crypto went up a few thousand% in alone in 1 year. All right, and then of course, further back, few years ago, we got the NFT, right? Metaverse, I believe some of you remember, and of course, many other examples like EV cars or whatever. Right, then Tesla went crazy, or even further back, the e-coms days or the .com. All these are narrative. You understand? Okay, but the thing is, right? We must catch it. Relatively early. You don't have to be the first one. If you can catch the first one, that's fantastic. That means way before you know that there's something. Let's say 5 years ago, you already know AI is going to boom. That's the best. You start really early. But when AI first started, you still have some train to catch. You still can catch the narrative, I would say. And then when it comes crashing down already, because there's usually a hype, then it come down, a bubble must burst first. Burst already, actually there's still a second wave one. Typically that's about it lah. So you got like 3 to 4 chances to catch one narrative in that sense. Okay, but of course it must be a strong one. Some narrative die after the first round. Okay, yes. So now the thing is, right, do you want to catch the next narrative? There's two ways to do. One is you hunt yourself. Okay, will you prefer to hunt it yourself, A, or you want to find someone to hunt for you and give it to you, then you type B? Okay, which one would you prefer? Okay, so let me know in the chat. Yeah, so you can hunt yourself, but there's some work to do lah. And I will also show you how you can hunt yourself. But which one will you prefer if you have the choice? Okay, again, let me wait for the chat to load. Usually the YouTube live a bit lag. Okay, while waiting for the chat to appear, I think Ewan has a question. Which platform will you recommend for trading? Okay, I cannot use the word recommend, but I can tell you what I use. Okay, I use this platform called Binance. I think it's the biggest crypto exchange so far in the world. So it is stable in this way. And why I use that is because they have more features and functions that I want to use. For example, leverage trading, futures trading, and even option trading on crypto. Yeah, that's why I use that. But I think it is good to diversify your funds. Don't put all your money inside. Okay. Yes. So B, right, a lot of you say, hey, if someone just hunt for me and tell me, then it will be easy for you. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do for you right now. Okay. I'm going to tell you the next potential narrative. Okay. So this one, if you can catch it and get ready for it, right, I will say that you are considered very, very, very early. I think it has not gone mainstream yet, put it this way. Okay, so some of you might have heard of Internet of Things. If you heard of Internet of Things, can you type IoT in the chat? If you heard of it and you don't know what is it, also can type IoT, it's fine. Okay, it's basically to put it in very layman term, they are ordinary devices that can be connected to the internet. Sometimes your fridge can connect to the internet, right? Sometimes your car can also connect to the internet and other devices. I don't know, radio or whatever. All right. Okay. Or maybe your MP3 player. Is there still MP3 player this way? Okay. Okay. Whatever lah. Y'all know what I mean, huh? Okay. So there's a advancement of this IoT. Okay. IoT. Yeah. Okay, it's called the Internet of Robotic Things, IoRT. So I put it very simply, right? It's basically like IoT plus AI. Okay, IoT plus AI. So it's a robot autonomous machine. So what kind of devices are considered IoRT? Like drones, delivery robots lah, factory. Basically, it can do some. They can sense, analyze, and act in real time. Okay, again, we don't have to go so deep into the technology and all that. Okay, but all these are what we call IoRT. All right, and um, the first boom has already happened for some coins. Okay, so for IoRT related play, right? Can you see this was last year, almost a year back already. We already went into this coin in our inner circle. This coin is called PEAQ. PEAQ. Okay, PEAQ. Again, I don't go into the details what PEAQ does, but it's a IoRT related coins. Okay, clear? Then you can actually nowadays very easy one. You can just Google, read about it. Uh, if you understand it, it's the best because we want to invest what we understand. If you don't understand, even I use a very layman way of explaining to you, still don't understand, right? Then you may need to rethink whether you want to invest this or not. Okay, clear? Make sense? Huh? Okay, so coming back here. So basically, PEAQ we share in our community. So January 2nd, right? Because we share it before it was launched. Can you see this word launch here? So 560% since launch. Good or not? If you think this is good, can type G in the chat. Okay, G for good. Okay, and then people make money. Okay, they share out. Oh, okay. Okay, not a lot. Maybe they didn't put much. Okay, $700 over dollars. Or put, okay, so you put 1,007. Okay, earn 700. Not bad, right? Wow. Okay, in just what, 2 months, 1 month, 2 months. It's still not too bad. Okay, now the question is, okay, Leslie, wow, 560% already. Still can buy or not? Okay, I show you the chart looks like that. Pump. Okay, 560%. And then now, go back all the way to 6 cents. Okay, it was 70 cents. 70 cents, huh? Okay, so now you think, hey, Leslie, you tell me this kind of coin dropped so much already, you still can buy, or dropped almost 90% or 99% already, still can buy or not? Okay, I show you something. Okay, this was the AI narrative last year. How many of you attended my AI class last year? It was last year, March, I think. If you are one of them, can write AI in the chat. I don't know how many of you still here. If you still remember that time, we gone in and then made quite a bit, it made quite a bit of money. Okay, but that's not the point here. But I want to show you, right, is that okay, this was the AI coin. It did not went up 500%, but it was about, I think, 200 over plus percent, 200 plus percent. Okay, so this part, this entire part is here. Okay, is here. Okay, then this is fetch AI coin, AI narrative. Can you see, it went down so much, but then you catch it so early. This is 1,764%. Okay, I show you PEAQ just now. PEAQ, PEAQ. It looks similar, no? I delete the, wait, let me erase it. Okay, if you think similar, can you type S? S for similar. Can you see that? No? Okay, go up first. Come down. Come down. Okay, wait for the narrative to go mainstream. This was when the AI coin go mainstream. This one usually insider know only. Insider know only. Okay. Yeah, so that time when we talk about the AI coin, it was the mainstream period. That's why we can make so much money. Pump, it's 1,000 over percent. Okay, can. So your catch it, huh? Okay. So yes, do catch the next narrative. Again, question to you: do you want to hunt yourself, or do you want to find someone who can actually hunt for you? Okay, you can do either. It's up to you. But of course, both ways, right? You at least need to understand what you're doing, lah. Especially for A, of course. You need to have the skills and all that. Okay. Yes. So next question. So far, have you gotten value out of the session so far? If you have, can you type in value in the chat? Okay, if you learn something powerful, you learn something new, you learn something valuable, can you type in value in the chat? Let me know. Okay, if no value, then maybe next time don't do already. I tell the next level. Pig is considered a small cap coin. I would say it's not very small. It's not very big. I will consider. Okay, then okay, we have mid. Okay, we have small, mid, high. With this way. Okay, small, mid, high. I would say it's slightly lower than mid cap. Okay. Okay, why X corner how to hunt ourselves? Good question. Okay, so you all must answer me got value first, then I can tell you. Okay, if no value, uh, then stop already lah. No need to share already. Okay, lah, kidding, huh? Okay, so who wants even more? Okay, can you type more times 2 in the chat? Then I'm going to show you even more stuff and also answer why X corner question. Hey, how to hunt yourself, right? Okay, one even more. Huh? All right, so who wants to have this done for you 100x coin hunting that is given to you? Remember I show you, right? We do for you, then we show you exactly where to buy, what to buy, where to buy, what price. Even when we take profit, we will inform you in our inner circle group. Okay, so if you want to get access to this, we also teach you how to do it yourself. Plus, you can get access to this. Very, very simple. And if you also want to learn how leverage works, just curious, how many of you are curious about how futures works? Can you type FU? Okay, I don't type FU. Type, type F in the chat. Okay, just joking. So F in the chat for futures. Okay. Yes, so if you are keen to understand that, if you at this moment you don't understand, it's fine, but I want to show you the power of these futures. Okay, yeah, basically, right, I have students, okay, which in the inner circle group, right? So his name is Ken. He's 55, 56 already this year, and he actually told us this, right? He said that, hey, Leslie, I want to replace my income quite desperately, he told me. Okay, why is that so? Because he's getting very tired of his routine work and his 8 to 5 job and all that. And and how many of you also have the same challenge, if you like, that you're getting tired of your routine work and all that? Can you type me in the chat if you don't mind sharing that, of course? Yeah. And more importantly for Ken, right, what happened is that he also have 3 daughters, and the youngest one is actually 10 years old. Only I can imagine he's 56, he's 56, and his daughter 10 years old. So it's like very far apart, right? Meaning to say that at least he need to work until 67 to 68, before daughter graduate from university or stuff like that. Correct? Wow, then he also very worried that can he continue to work that way, the same way that he's doing right now, and what if he get retrenched? All these concerns and stress that he's going through, right? So he said that, I want to learn how to generate another income, so that he can either quit his job or at least has a backup, or at least is a subsidized to his current income or something like that, correct? You know what I mean? Okay, so he actually joined us for 6 days only, and he managed to see a return of $13,000, which this US dollar, which is like almost equivalent to his monthly pay already. Okay, and this is how we do it. And basically, can you see all these 5x here lah, 9x lah, and all that, right? Basically, these are all what we call leverage of futures lah. Okay, so all these are actually taught to him. All right, and of course, we have many people who are actually using this method to make very good money. Yeah, so these are our graduates lah. Okay, and you know what? Not? Some people will think that, hey, Leslie, does this take a lot of time for me to do and stuff like that? In fact, no. You just need about 15 minutes a day. I would say 15 to 30 minutes a day, and I believe most people will have 15 to 30 minutes a day. So if you actually watch Netflix at night, right, before you sleep, just take out the 15 minutes of watching Netflix and do this. It's better lah. You make some money, pay for your Netflix subscription, right? Okay. So jokes aside, how many of you are actually interested to get this 15 minutes a day to 10x return strategy and learn how to use it so that you can also achieve your own financial gains, financial goals? Type 10x in the chat if that is you. All right. And if you don't mind getting this strategy, type 10x in the chat. Okay, so that you can achieve your financial goals. It can be anything, like spending quality time with your families, or even just for yourself, pamper yourself a little bit more, go out with your friends, or enjoy some, I would say, time or location freedom. That. Okay. Yes. Okay. So there's a question from Tina. I think you're asking about Ken, because sometimes your question all come in a little bit later. How much he invested? I remember it was around 20K in total. But of course, he didn't put all 20K into one single position. That is very risky. So there's also a way to do position sizing and all that. Okay, and then actually we teach that in the class that that he joined. Okay. Okay, so will you have the list of crypto after the course? Okay, let me touch on that later. Okay, so you want one type 10x, oh, very little people 10x only. Okay, I only give to Abisha and Ewan. Okay, just kidding. Let me move on first. Okay, so if you want that, okay, I have good news for you. We actually have a full day crypto workshop coming up, because due to time limitation today we didn't plan. In fact, I don't have time tonight to go and teach you the full strategy, because it will take us probably until midnight or something like that. So we have this full day class. Okay, and if you are new, don't worry, because it is attended by many beginners, and they all say that it's easy for beginners to understand. Okay, so don't worry if you are from ground zero. We start from ground zero. All right. And yeah, thousands of people have already attended this class. And there was actually one time, right? It was a very special occasion that we actually have 500 over people. So we didn't expect overwhelmed kind of responses. And then let me explain why this one time is very special. Okay, because every time is also quite overwhelming. Okay, but it's just that, right, our webinar Zoom platform typically can only host 200 people. Okay, so that's the max. So that time when we tell people, right, we say that, hey, if you want, you can register, but we did not inform beforehand that the max is 200 people. So it's somewhat our fault, okay? So that's why we did a one-time Zoom expansion. We say, okay, and when we expand, then we feed everyone in, okay? But moving forward, we now always tell people it's only limited to the first 200 registrations. Okay. Yes. So as of now, as of a few hours ago, I checked, right, already 169 people registered already. Okay. So y'all do the math. I believe some of you here maybe already registered already. Again. Okay. So again, I repeat, only 200 people. Okay. So what you should do if you are keen, you can click on the link that will be put in the chat, I think very soon, by our team member, or you can actually scan the QR code. There's actually two QR codes. If you look carefully, right, at the top left, you should see the QR code. If not, it'll be on the screen itself, the bigger one, or you can click into the link. And the registration take very quickly, very fast one. It's just 20 seconds. Again, just a reminder, limited to 200 people only. And if you click in, then how come cannot register? You do try again one more time, but if really cannot, probably means the slot are all filled up. Then I apologize in advance. Okay. Yes. And What will we learn? What will you be learning? So very simple, how to generate 100,000 or more with just 15 minutes a day. And you will also understand how I manage to average 80.6% returns every month during the bear market in 2022. Okay, so I think this is very important. Some of you may be thinking, hey, Leslie, why are you talking about all result? Is it recently no result? No, that's not true. But I just want to mention is that uh, if you can make money in the bear market, which is called the down market, right? Actually, you don't have to worry about bull market. If you agree with me, can you type A in the chat now? It's more important if you can make money in the bear market. Then bull market, confirm you make one. Don't need to worry already. Agree? If agree, you type. How many type A in the chat? And yes, this is why we are showing you that even bear market you can make money. Okay, can. So yes, we also will be giving you a checklist. Just now someone asked, right? Hey, Leslie, how I hunt myself? Correct. We will teach you the method. Then we give you the checklist. So we have like a checklist. Okay, like maybe 6 or 7 criteria. Oh, so that this coin fit this criteria. Number one, then you check 1, 2, 3. Then if it fits most of them, then likely this coin could be a potential 10 to 100x kind of crypto or coins. Okay. Yes. And yeah, in summary, this is what you will be learning. Okay. Use the checklist. And of course, we will also share with you some details. I think some of you asked, right? To the just like someone asked, or the very premium customer get the mentors tracker, get the coins of the week and all that. So all these details we will mention inside also. Then I think someone asked, like, oh, what exchange all this to you? Let me tell you, okay, once you register, right, you also go and check your email. Why? Because we also prepare, okay, we call it I call it a preliminary or preparation pack. That means inside got tell you what exchange to use and uh, a few guides, a few video guides, so it get you started immediately. Okay. Then when you come for the class, then you are more ready also. Okay. So remember, once you register, go and check your thing. Okay. So usual. Okay, I forget to say also because usually need to pay one, but now is I think you all scan, you all know lah, free one. Okay. So today is free and it's a full day class. A lot of times, right, there are free classes, but it's like 1 hour plus, 2 hour plus, and sometimes you don't learn anything, right? So we really make it a full day class where there are a lot of value that you can take away. Okay. So if you find today 1 hour session already very value, right? Then it will be even, I don't know, 400 times, 500 times more valuable if you join us. Okay. And that is why you must attend if you have already registered. Because unfortunately, sometimes we are reluctant to give free also for another reason. Because now you see free, right? Even if you don't, I don't know lah, maybe you'll just sign up for the sake of signing up. Okay, but I want to tell you, I hope that you don't do that. When you sign up, really commit. And why is that? So you can see all these coins, right, that we mentioned, you already missed it, the ENA 200%, then the Lido 100%. Then today, lucky lah, at least the Eigen coin has not really jumped yet. And then the pit coin, I think there's a second boom that we can wait for. Lucky you get this one because you are here today. So imagine you miss this. How many of these hidden gems? How many of these potential 100x coin you might miss? Okay, then once it's over, it's over. Then yes, you can attend the next class, but then the opportunities, the content same, correct, but the opportunities will be different. Okay, imagine you have this class 10 years ago. Definitely different. You just buy Bitcoin. No need to think of any other coins. Easiest to do. But yeah, that's over. Then let's look forward. We cannot turn back time. Okay, so why you should attend? Firstly, of course, free, but make sure you also turn up when you register. Treat this seriously as well. Okay, of course, you'll be learning the strategy, how to 100x coin hunt, how we give you the checklist, and then how to use leverage, how to do futures trading, especially important during the bull market. Why? Because you want to leverage on the futures. Imagine if you learn how to do leverage of 3x, or even, let's be conservative, let's not talk about 10 or 100x, 3x. If you can make a 200% returns, you 3x, it becomes 600%. Not good, right? All right. So you must learn how to do this also. And good news, we will be sharing with you how to do that also as well. Okay. Yes. And yeah, futures trading. And of course, it is time to take advantage of the upcoming boom. All right. So yes, if you like what you have seen so far, again, the QR code is on the screen, or you can click on the link that has been put in the chat already. Okay. So any questions? Maybe let's take the next 3 to 5 minutes for questions. And Karen asks, Karen Bent asks, when is the next session after the 23rd of August? I think we have set a date. I cannot remember off my head, apologies. But I can tell you, usually we have one of these sessions for every 6 to 7 weeks or so, around that period. Okay? Yeah. Okay, Alex, there will be a preparation video sent to you. You can register first. Yeah, for the lesson, you will have to choose, inform me of the next one. Then you probably need to attend the next one, which will probably be in end of September. That's what I remember, probably end of September or early October. Okay. Okay, Wu Hen Chao. Okay, He Chao. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. Do you need to download Mumu? Actually, don't have to. In fact, after you register again, reminder, check your email. There will be instructional videos on what you need to do next. So there will be video showing you what exchange to open to get ready for the class. Okay. So any other questions? Okay, I know YouTube a bit lag now. Let me just wait a little bit. The questions to come in. Okay, but Mumu actually do have some cryptos for you to buy. But not a lot. I remember there are maybe 7 or 8 choices, the bigger ones, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, XRP, all these coins. Yeah. Okay, 21st August session, is it the same as today, Arisha? Wow, very good. So probably today you learn a lot, you want to learn even more. Okay, so why we have all these sessions is also for some of you probably already registered for the Saturday class, right? Then we also invite you to all these classes to get you even more ready. Okay, but to answer your question, I would say there might be slight repeat, because I think some things are important that I want to mention in case some of them attending the 21st one are not here today. But I would say that 70% of the content should be different. Okay, so there are new content on the 21st. All right, and yeah, probably I will repeat some of the stuff here and there. Okay, registered but did not receive the email. Lucky, no problem. Maybe you can check the spam or the. Sometimes it goes to the promotion. There's a different inbox these days, promotions. Sometimes it goes to the spam. Double check if you receive it. If not, you send us an email lah. Yeah, then our team will help you. When will the bull cycle top? This YC asks. Okay, there are two camps at this moment. One camp is saying that the bull will end slightly earlier. Yeah, like you say, maybe even next month. Some were saying that, October. Another camp, it's saying that the bull cycle top this time may be extended, maybe to additional 1 or 2 quarter beyond 2020, 2026. Why is that so? Both have the same reasons, but Both camps have the same reason, but both camps believe different things. Okay, they believe that the institutional players' involvement has messed up the traditional 4-year cycle that we know. So, in case you are not familiar, the 4-year cycle is usually the bear first. As like 2022 was bear, ma. 2023 is like a recovery year. 2024 is like okay, a start to bull run already, and then 2025 supposed to be like the final bull run, the most parabolic, the most crazy bull run, if you like. And then followed by 2016 repeat bear. So next year supposed to be a bear market. Yeah, if you follow this cycle. Yes. Yeah, why they some believe it's been messed up by institution. That's why it's not following the actual bull cycle. That's why some believe it may end earlier. Okay, the other camp is that hey, institution is coming in already. Means what? Means more money pump in, and these rich people wants to get richer one, means that the bull market will continue even longer. Yeah, so there are two camps at this moment. So which camp do I belong to? I am more on the bull run extended camp. Okay. I don't think I don't make it too complex, but I think very simply. I think that if the institution come in, I don't think they are here to make 1 2 months of profit and then that's it. They want to see more profit. And if they are going to pour billions, trillions of dollars, I don't think they just want to see a bit of returns. So I believe that it may be extended. Okay. Yeah. So what is the odd season coming? It's sort of related to whatever I just said. Yeah. So if it's extended, then I will say that the odd season is coming soon. Okay. In fact, usually um, it's headed by Ethereum. And then what happened to Ethereum these days? Gone up, right? So if it goes above 4,006, 4,007 in the next few weeks, I believe the odd season should follow. Yeah. And all these, right, are the reasons why you should not miss the upcoming Crypto Accelerate class. Yeah, because you want to learn how to hunt for all these altcoins, how to find narratives that have not been um, mentioned in the mainstream news yet, and that's when you can catch the first pump, if you like. Okay. YC, which camp am I in? I just answer. Okay, probably the question came in later as well because a bit lag. Okay, Arisha is using IT market on MT5, does not have Ethereum, do not. Okay. Yes, Arisha, if you have opened rather, sorry, if you have registered with us, you should receive what I mentioned on the preparation pack. Basically, it's a Google Drive. Yeah, so the Google Drive have instructional videos. So yes, there are some suggestions, not recommendation. We must be very clear. Suggestion of what exchange to open. Okay, you can use any exchange so long you feel good about it, you feel safe about it. But we have to give you something, right? Then we can start the lesson for demonstration and stuff like that. Yeah, it's like going driving class. They give you any car. They have to start with one car and they give you a Honda. Okay, but after you pass your license, doesn't mean you have to buy a Honda car. You can buy a Toyota, you can buy a BMW. Yeah, so the same idea here. We must give you a car to start driving first. Yeah, and yeah, you can continue using that same brand of car, the same exchange, or you can use another one. Okay. Okay, so maybe last round of questions, if there are any. Okay, again, you can see, I think there's two QR, one at the top left. Yeah, you can scan either, it's fine. Okay. Okay, let me see. I think there are no more questions. Okay, if no more questions, then we will call it a night. Yes, I think someone mentioned we have another session on the 21st. Again, it will be like today, probably supposed to be 1 hour, but we talk longer than usual. Another 1 hour session. Then of course the big class will be, the major class will be on this Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. Okay, so if there's no other questions, then we call it a night. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you learned something. I hope you get valuable insights today. And for those of you who have registered, see you this Saturday. Okay, good night and to the moon.